acknowledgement to stranded alien dawn. Complete. Some research. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking in-game starting. In-game. I'm gonna set the end game. I need to research defense, and I also need to research the orbital. Radar. Orbital. He is the orbital radar. I would do combat mech, except I don't actually know how to get the battery. Just say automatic turret, which I've already researched. Maybe the combat mech will give me its own battery. Let me see orbital cannon. Or not the orbital cannon, the orbital radar. So, that's actually nice. We got cooking already done. And we're researching. So the GCN was the end game. Alright, let's focus on making this first. Five days. You know what? If we're doing 5 days, I could just set up a research train. No, that's not. It's what? So 5 days max, 1 day max, 3 days max, 5 days max. Yeah, there's a fence. Sure, it's gonna take 5 days. I think the fence, but I need the radar before I can actually do anything. This farming's level 9, which is fine. Better at it. So we're transporting electronics, which means that we have electronics that we can use. But I really need to research them. Steve has a queue because you go. We don't have. We're not going to. Actually, you know what? Let's give Steve something to do. I will get onto that right away. The first things first. Let's harvest these. Timbers. Timbers doing that. Ken, I'm gonna have you do that. And Steve's transporting the pipe. Nice. He's crying. Wait, did he fill it for it? Ooh, Steve, you were a lot more helpful than I realized. You keep transporting silicone into it. But I don't actually know where you're getting the silicone from. Oh, but you can't transport it there because he's crying right there. Noted. Oh, you're trying to transport something away. Ah, I guess that makes sense. So Ember is supposed to be researching twice in Kennedy's mission, which we already got that. But it would increase the speed of it, though. Might as well increase the speed of it by 75%. We're just gonna have to harvest quite a lot. But food is food. How did I miss so much? Transporting berries. We're just probably just dropping the berries once you harvest them, which makes sense why Steve's just going to go pick them up. Makes sense if he was. Did he finally get done with tailoring, or was that his side thing? That was the side thing. That makes sense. Ember's hungry? Why is Ember not eating? She eat while she's researching. Still a lot to harvest. I'm starting to believe these things are being ready to harvest after we already harvested them. Can go to more electronics. Let's keep putting more electronics because electronics is top. Like power section top. Top power section. That way we can get weapons. Power cell for power level. What's important? Power cell and CPU. Power cells and CPU. I don't have enough. You're telling me I don't have enough silicon. Interesting. Berries. That's a valid point. I didn't actually think about harvesting this many berries, so I don't have a spot for them. That's fine, no? We can just eat them as they come. Or we can just make more berries. What if we require some berries? I think it's bread. That's veggies. Berries just that is fruit. This is cooking. Or known as cooking level 5. That's sad. Reader, I'm gonna designate you to cooking. Give them pressure that wait, no, you're designated to salvaging. So they really mess with us. They don't know who we are. They're probably X. Scavenge that. I don't want to butcher all that meat. I'll let whatever wants that have it. That's a lot of meat to butcher. Can reach 10 combat, which is nice. I also don't know if we actually need insect. We could always make it from oil. Is oil? Is insect oil a thing here? Jeez, how much oil did I want to make? There's insect. Okay, I don't think I have insect oil, do I? No, I don't have insect fats. Well, good to know I don't have insect fats. A lot of very good stuff though. Open for that. Food small bird. There's a lot of food for it to eat, so I'm pretty sure we'll be able to observe it fully. I know it said it's the beginning of the intro, but having a dog would be kind of nice. Probably, I don't. Wait a minute, I just realized if I have any animals, I don't think I can transport them. You really would. Could you imagine someone like goes on a space mission, gets lost, they come back with a giant mantis thing? I don't actually know where it is, so I can't show what I'm talking about. Or one of these. That's just one of these is what I'm talking about. I don't think that would actually fit better. Dog. Why are there dogs here? I don't actually know what a dog is. Dogs. I keep asking if I like dogs, so it could really just be anywhere. Plus, I don't think they're actually. I don't think people actually go this far out. Yeah, because I've been having to try to get orbs over here, but they haven't actually come out this far. Probably because they're doing stuff. Like I think the only guy she's mine is Rita. She's been doing stuff like scavenging. Okay, so I have harvested all the berries. I'm really curious where they're putting all. Oh, they're not even putting it anywhere. They're just kind of letting them sit. Okay, then. You know what? I have an idea that might not be good. Since I'm not using any of these, I'm just gonna do that for everything. Is this a bad idea? Probably. That's the sensibility. That way, someone's always cooking. I was hoping it wasn't Ken, but you know what? That's fine. Ken's always cooking. Okay, so it's not gonna be Ken always cooking. Good. I'm assuming that I can't get enough silicone fast enough for CPU cores because they're making electronics. But then again, they should be making only 10 electronics. If I'm right. Yes, they should be making only 10 electronics. I'm pretty sure these require electronics. These don't, however. Power cells are more important though. So I'm gonna do it here. Is the electronics all the way down here? Yeah. Oh, there's none. For grains and food? Oh no. No, 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 no. Okay, okay, okay. Stop cooking. I made a tiny mistake. I didn't realize how much you would just be cooking. That's the shooting star. What grains do I have? I have grains somewhere. That one grain and that one veggie seed. You're telling me this is full. This is not the. Where's the green? Greens are here. The berries are causing me problems because I've accidentally filled this one completely. Wait, what's stopping me from? Aren't you cooking? Why aren't you? What are you doing? That's weird. Doing all kind of food. These berries are the ones stopping me from having grains, which is fine. I can eat berries kind of quickly. No, I can't. That's a lot of berries. You know what? I'm just gonna. I don't usually do this, but like I really need to not have berries here. Usually I have a place for the berries. That's where they move in. I do have a place for the berries. Any extra berries go here. Alright, that's enough. Just wanted to make sure we had a decent amount of berries. What are you doing? Why are you still taking berries? You're not. You're gonna those berries in here. I really wish you wouldn't have, but alright. That is my own fault. Because they don't eat berries. Do they not eat berries? That could really help if they did eat berries. Uh, looks like they eat something wrong. They eat berries. abundance of the berries, mind you. Didn't realize I had so many berries. You know what? Because of how many berries I have, I can actually, technically speaking, have one of those cows. One of those cows. Because of how many berries I have. And all it would do is give me manure, but like, actually that's not really anything. I have too much. Pretty sure this is set to, oh, it's set to 100. Okay. If this is set to forever. How far are we researching? Almost done. Good. I'm not gonna turn it on until I have defenses though, because these things get attacked very quickly. I'm gonna send Rock Hop first because Can and Ember are like the best at the combat ones, so leave them for last. We just deal with the farms. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get Rhea first because she's the one dealing with the farms. I'm gonna set what's. I said I said you for actually, you know, I'm gonna be exact. Again, I'm not good at carrying. I'm gonna give you. You're gonna copy Rita to exact. Well, not to exact. You're still gonna have this. But Rita's also focused on researching. She don't do it, but all right. Don't focus on researching. None of them actually do. And we're just gonna go to research. I do know that Kimber's not the smartest one. Kim's the smartest one. So I really wish Kim would research. So at this point, I'm okay with anyone researching. Prefer Ken, because Ken can actually research. Just change. Give you max assembly. Never mind. You can't assemble anything. You actually can't assemble anything. That's the second part. You really get some crafting before I can actually let you assemble. Oh, wait, Ember can assemble. Okay, good. You can actually assemble. And Ken, since you need you to focus on, I need you to focus on researching Ken. And that's better for you to do the assembling, but I need you to research too. bigger of a brain. Bigger brains are best archie. And it's gonna use a lot of wood. I know that much. It doesn't use a lot of wood. They're bulk scavenging. That was actually smarter than bulk scavenging. That's a lot more done. Okay, we got over Ken. That's something. But radar, I can't actually use it for. It needs to be indoors, right? That would have been better to actually. I'm assuming it's the same. That's. I'm pretty sure it's the same. So I'm just gonna go find my body. Uneven territory. Requires very strong support, so I I don't know how big it is. I'm just gonna 10 by 10. Okay, we need a lot of metal. And we need one CPU, so CPU can be very high up. Not enough resources. I'm gonna say that means we need a lot more silicone. So any silicone I can find, I'm gonna harvest. Not doesn't mean that they're gonna harvest it because they don't harvest a lot. Either that or I need stumble. That's my nest right there, which I don't want. Fabric that. If I could just get silicone or a CP, either would be good for me. Ooh, God, that's a lot of silicone. That's a good amount of silicone right there. Lost harvest. Okay, yeah, we need to gotta get the silicone quite quickly. Constructing roof. Nice. How much wood did I actually use? Decent amount. Assemble. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't assemble anything but electronic. Connect research. Switch jobs. Because can't connect and make what we need. Not to mention, basically all of the steel I'm using goes right into this. So I'm gonna set them up so that I can plant things. Mining the top priority. Around the scavenger. There's no scavenger coming better than this. Okay, here's scavenging requires physical. Physical. In that case, I'll have you scavenge. Three days of mine. Maybe we can scavenge a CPU core. Wait, I need power for it, don't I? I'm not being big dumb again. I think I need power for it. If I need power for it, I'm gonna need more electronics anyway. That'll be fine. Yeah, I don't need you to research. You're unarmed anyways. Then why are you making electronics? Is your crafting not high enough to make a CPU core? This whole time, you haven't been... What's required for CPU core? Oh, you don't have the resources. That's what's going on. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured that it was gonna be disconnected. But like, a lot of things are being disconnected. Yeah, they're not harvesting those. It's kind of scary that they're not harvesting those. Yeah, but they know within some. We can all harvest that set of them. And the power is gonna be extreme than I expected. Back. Don't know why. But just what's that for no reason. I'm being stupid right now. And while I'm being stupid, I'm gonna end the video. As always, have an amazing day. If you want me to amazing day, press like button or subscribe button. I don't care which one, but be happy. And as always, I'll see you in the video. Goodbye.